It's that time of the season, folks. Juventus, AC Milan, double header. Beat Juventus today, and we've got one hand on the title. Let's go. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Life After Lukaku here with Inter Milan on Football Manager 22. Of course, if you are enjoying the series, please subscribe to the channel and leave a like on the video as well. I mean, we could be champions, viewers, so if that's not a reason to drop a like, I don't know what is. I'm not joking either. Look at the state of the league table. 9 points clear of Juventus as things stand. 22 games played, 21 wins and 1 defeat. But that defeat did come against Juventus, so today's game, it matters. So since we last met where we took on Roma and Juventus, we have since played 2 games off camera, both coming against Genoa, which I think is how you pronounce it. One game against them in the league, which we won 3-0. Andrea Papetti, Arturo Fidel and Federico Di Marco on the score sheet in that one. It was quite a rotated side, but we still managed to get the job done. And we met them again just a few days later at home once again in the Italian Cup third round, where Andrea Belotti and Lautaro Martinez got on the score sheet against them. We won 2-0. We've actually just had our quarter-final draw for the Italian Cup, and it's against AC Milan, which is a few days after our league tie against them. I don't think that's going to be included in this episode. We're just going to focus on the Juve Milan doubleheader in the league, because those are the games that, as far as our title challenge goes, are probably more vital. The Italian Cup, plus I'm quite confident about the Italian Cup as well, so it should be fine. Can't wait for next episode where I inform you to be knocked out by Milan in the Italian Cup. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully, because I want to win everything, viewers. I don't know if that's obvious by this point. We're going for everything. So other than that, there's not actually much really else to report. We can go straight into the game today. The team is pretty much unchanged and is familiar as you've seen in all series so far. With Handanovic in goal, Skriniar, De Vrij and Bastoni at the back, with Dumfries, Goossens at wing back, Barella and Sensi in the middle, Van der Beek playing just behind Belotti and Lautaro Martinez. Right then, without further ado, let's just get straight into the Juventus game, as we're not even at kickoff time yet. Brilliant planning there, Breezy. It's genuinely incredible how good we've been this season. Like, I think if you go back and watch like the first few episodes, I said that, or even the first episode even, I think I said this would be quite, like, we got a good squad, but it could still be quite a difficult season, just because, like, you know, there's other quality teams in this league, the likes of Atalanta and Roma and Juventus, and we've just been, since that Juventus defeat at the start of the year, we have just basically been unstoppable. We haven't dropped a single point in the league since then. Hopefully we can carry that form on today. Hopefully Stefano Sensi can keep being the best midfielder in world football, and we can get the 3 points against Juventus here. As we saw in the Italian Cup final, or the Super Cup final rather, they are still a tough opposition, despite the fact they have dropped quite a few points this year, so we can't take them lightly. But we are at home, and I am a big believer in home advantage, so hopefully we can make that count today and get the job done. With Andrea Belotti and Lautaro Martinez up front, viewers, I believe anything is possible. And plus, we're just a well-drilled side. Like, everyone seems to be used to playing this system now, and everyone's performing at the absolute peak of their powers. Juventus lining up then with a similar formation to us, so we're playing with a defensive midfielder rather than an attacking midfielder. They've got Ilkay Gundogan in their ranks. I don't know if I've pointed that out the last few times we played Juventus, but it certainly feels like the first time I've noticed it. This game, though, is as big as it gets. Like I said, we are currently 9 points clear of Juve in the table right now. A win here would take us to 12 points above them in January, with about, you know, we're just over halfway of the season so far. Bastoni goes close there. A 12-point lead at this stage would feel quite monumental, and I think, like I said, it will give us, or allow us to have one hand on the league title trophy in order to retain this season, which, as an achievement, I think that's a brilliant achievement. As the corner comes in from Sensi, Bastoni gets there again. Has it gone over the line? It has gone over the line. Alessandro Bastoni, 6th goal of the season, headed in from Sensi's corner. Another assist for Sensi this season. The man is on fire. And 20 minutes gone. That is pretty much a perfect start. As off the underside of the bar, a little bit like England v Germany, that from a World Cup a few years ago. But no, it has just about gone over the line. You could probably do with a bit more of a closer zoom in there, to be honest, just to make sure. But yeah, definitely over the line. The referee's watch has buzzed, presumably, and the goal is given. 20 minutes gone. 1-0 to Inter. Perfect. As we are half an hour into the game, Juventus haven't even had a shot on goal yet. They have yet to turn up. But as you can see by the league table just above me there, 12 points will be the gap. Give me a 1-0 win. Just plain sailing for full-time whistle, I would absolutely bite your hand off for. As Juan Cuadrado, well, viewers, the red card issue, I'll say issue, that we had from last episode, where there was 5 red cards in 2 games. We've now got another red card. Juan Cuadrado, did he get sent off in the Super Cup final as well? I feel like he probably did. Has picked up 2 yellow cards in the space of 10 minutes, and Juventus are now down to 10 men. Awful time to get sent off for him as well, just before the half-time break. And it's going to take a lot for Juve to pull this one back now, I feel like. But we are dominant. Like I said, we are quite comfortably the best team in the league by an absolute country mile. And it's whether or not now, interestingly, whether we can take this form into the Champions League. Of course, we have Sevilla in the first knockout rounds of the Champions League, which will bring you probably the second leg of that in the next episode. But I mean, if we can be as consistent as we are in the league, in the Champions League, as Belotti nearly stole in there to make it to pretty much make it 2-0, then this really could be a special season for us. If we could get a clean sweep before the competitions we're in, then wow, what a season we've had. As Bastoni surging forward in that wide centre back role, goes back to Goossens, ball comes in, it falls eventually, does it? Barella, edge of the area, can't get quite a shot. If Juventus have piled bodies back to protect the goal, Sandro's gone flying in. I mean, it's reckless from Juve at this point. They are all over the place, and it could well be a penalty to Inter Milan here. I mean, if I'm being honest, I don't actually think that is a penalty. I think Sandro may have won the ball. But VAR has disagreed with me. They've awarded the penalty. They've not given Alexandro a second yellow card there. So Juventus will stay with just 10 men rather than 9. But Lautaro Martinez stepping up, fires it into the bottom corner, and it is 2-0 to Inter Milan. 16th goal of the season for Lautaro Martinez, who is still attracting interest. We are still in January, of course. I think Tottenham are the latest team to be interested in, but why on earth would he want to go there? Well, why would he want to leave Inter while we're on this side before him? I mean, I say that he still does not want to sign a new contract, which is a bit of a concern. But since we're only doing this season, I can live with that, to be honest. But 2-0 to the good. Juventus are not having a good time of it, as you can tell by their match ratings there. Alexandro in particular not having a particularly good game. Still not a single shot on goal from Juventus in this game, which is quite remarkable. As we get another corner, Sensi fires it in, Bastoni's there, heads just over. We've got Milan in midweek. We should probably think about making some changes. I feel comfortable enough that I feel like I'd want to make all 5 substitutes here and just get the important players off the pitch. And I think that is actually what we're going to do. So I think we'll put Correa on up top. We'll bring Correa and Belotti on. Dzeko on, take Belotti off and Martinez off. Hakan can come on for Van der Beek as well, because Van der Beek's just not having a great time of it at the moment. And we'll get Vidal. Actually, do we protect the midfield? I think we actually protect the midfield leave as it is. I think it's the wing backs I want to protect a little bit. We'll take Darmian and Goossens off, bring DeMarco and Darmian on. And yeah, like I said, we're so comfortable in this game. Juve are doing nothing to us. They're not even causing us any issues whatsoever. I think we can make all 5 subs in one go and be pretty confident we're going to hang on for the win here. I mean, the worst that could happen is we'll get an injury, be down to 10 men. But, even then, I think we'll be absolutely fine. As we generally might see Juventus not register a single shot in this game. Bear in mind how effective they were and clinical they were in the Super Cup final. The fact that we've limited them to not a single shot in the entire game is quite exceptional. Man, Handanovic has got a 7.4. I don't understand how. He literally hasn't done anything. But that is pretty much perfect. A 2-0 win, not a shot on goal from Juventus. I'm going to say it, viewers. We're in January. I think the league title is pretty much ours to lose at this point. 12 points is the gap then. And, I mean, AC Milan on 51, who we play next. I mean, if Juventus lose their next game, it could be a 15-point gap. I'm not sure who Juventus have got after this one. But we'll definitely check on that. Okay, Inter play Bologna then after we play AC Milan, which annoyingly isn't for another 2 weeks. So what I'm going to do is I'll advance forward and I'll see you for the Milan derby. Don't go anywhere. I should say as well, since we're waiting for the next game, it's a good opportunity to remind you that I am streaming FM on Twitch as well. I am still doing my West Ham save. The link to the channel is in the description below. Click on it, give it a follow, and come hang out in a stream one night. It's a lot of fun. We've got Andre Onana in goal at the moment, and he's a massive fraud. Tune in to find out why. Also, follow me on Twitter as well. We've just hit 700 followers over there. Let's aim for 1,000. Why not? Let's aim for the skies, viewers. Come on. If you like West Ham propaganda, follow me on Twitter. It's the place to be. Just a quick update. I mentioned it in the previous episode. The deal was already agreed, but he has actually left the club now. Alexander Kolarov has gone to Zenit St. Petersburg for a fee of £132,000. We are rolling in the money, viewers. I'll say that quite sarcastically. We have got a lot of money to spend in January. £36 million and 287k on the wage budget left to spend. The problem is, how do you improve this team? Like, we're playing so well at the moment. I don't really want to bring anyone in just for the sake of it. So unless we're in a situation where a player that we don't want to leave, like Lautaro, does leave, then we'll dip into the transfer market. But speaking of Lautaro, he is still wanted by a lot of teams. Chelsea, City, Tottenham, PSG and Bayern Munich. PSG's the one you got to worry about, right? Does he want to sign a new contract yet, by any chance? No, he doesn't. So fantastic. I mean, hopefully, if we can get through the window without losing him, then we've done well. But even so, if we did something for 60 million, we'd have 90 million pounds to spend on a replacement. I think I know who I'd want to go for if that did happen. I'm not gonna say anything just yet because as of yet, no bids on him. But I've got some targets in mind. Hello viewers, me again. Right, we are on deadline day actually. It's 5 days before the Milan game. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to opt in and take part of deadline day, and I will just update you if anything happens. I don't think anything will. Like, Martinez has had this interest for so long, but not one club has actually put in a bid for him as of yet. But I am curious to see if anyone does. So I'm going to take part in deadline day. If there's anything worth showing you, you will see it. If not, then we'll reconvene for the Milan game. So hopefully I'll see you at the Milan game. If you see me during deadline day, then there's about to be untold amounts of stress put on me. Hopefully that's not the case. So I will see you in a bit. Right then, took us long enough, but we are here at the Milan game finally. As you can tell, nothing happened on deadline day. I think we sold a few youngsters, and that was about it. But Lazzaro Martinez is still here. No bids whatsoever came in for him, so very, very quiet deadline day for us. But we are now here for the Milan derby. Well, I say away from home. We are the designated away team for this one. Again, we have lost one game in the league all season. I don't want my second defeat to come in the hands of our arch rivals, so hopefully we can get through it. And another good performance is all I asked for, please, boys. Told them the fans expect to win, so don't let them down, which is, I think, is sound advice. I think Milan are in good form, though, coming into this one. I think one draw out of their, and 4 wins out of their last 5. They're definitely a team that we should, be mindful of. But again, we are. I say again, I think on form. Well, you can tell by the league table, comfortably the best team in this league at the moment. As you can see, there, 12-point gap and a goal difference of 66. We have been on absolute fire this season. It's been, like I said, like I touched on at the start of the episode, it's definitely not been as difficult as I kind of thought it would be going into this season. I thought we'd definitely be a bit. I thought the league race would be a lot closer than it has been. But I'm not complaining for sure. I've enjoyed this. I've really enjoyed this save and just watching us dominate teams every week as we're coming forward here with Belotti. Back to Dumfries. Again, there's so many just key individual players who've had such great seasons for us. Dumfries is one of them. Sensi, again, who I keep talking about, has been my standout for this season. As he's on the ball here, he might try and thread a ball. He might go actually himself here. Sensi! Tries to do the spectacular, just fires over the bar, but a good start from us there. I think now with the league situation being what it is, I definitely think having more of a focus on the Champions League going into the second half of this season is what we're going to do in terms of future episodes. Like I said, I think the next episode will definitely come back for the second leg against Sevilla. And obviously, unless anything dramatic happens in the league, or maybe our form dips and we do that gap does start to close, then we'll bring you more league games. But I think, given our strength of our position, as Lazzaro Martinez hits the crossbar there, first time volley as well, nearly a spectacular way to open the scoring. As Milan coming forward here, looks like we've dealt with it. Goossens, he's not the best header down, gives it right back to Salamakers. Ibra finds it back over to him. And it's the first time we've seen Milan come forward. Calabria has it now. He looks to find a ball in. Leal's at the back post, but De Vrij with a brilliant header to get it clear. Only as far as Theo Hernandez. Racing into the penalty area. Oh, no. Nicolo Barella, who is one of the players, again, who I think's had a fantastic season, has just rashly gone in, quite clumsily, really, and taken Theo Hernandez out. And it's definitely going to be a penalty. There's no way VAR's not given that. And for the first time in a while, we could be going behind in a game. I think it's Rafael Leal stepping up. It's Frank Kessie stepping up as Handanovic guesses the right way. Can't get a hand to it. It's a good penalty. And, this is unfamiliar territory, viewers. We are 1-0 behind in a game. I'm not used to this. What do we do? It's half hour in. If you look at the match stats, Milan have had the better of the game. But the chances we had at the start, it looked like we were going to be the more clinical, really. It's what we've done. We've done a lot of this season, just sort of being patient and being a bit more of a counter-attacking side. But Milan have definitely got a number there, as Brahim Diaz has just been allowed to wander into our penalty area unchallenged, which is concerning. As we approach half-time then, it is 1-0 to Milan, and it's not been a spectacular performance from us, it has to be said. We're going to have a look at things in the half-time and see what we can do to turn this around. They're getting a lot of chances inside our penalty area, which is a bit of a concern. As you look at compare the two shot maps, we're not really correct. We had, 2 shots from inside the area, and it's just not good enough, really, is it? I'm trying to look at the average positions. Maybe we need to push higher a little bit. But in saying, if they get a lot of shots in our penalty area, maybe dropping the defensive line might be the way to go. And again, trying to be a little bit more of a counter-attacking side. Told him I'm not angry. I'm disappointed. I think let's have a look at things then. I think what we might have to do then, let's drop back a little bit. We'll keep the high line of engagement. Actually, we'll drop down to a more balanced approach. And we'll maybe go a little bit more direct, drop the tempo a little bit, and I think that might. I'm just thinking, and maybe play down the flanks a little bit. I'm just trying to think if we can try and hit them on the counter attack. That might be our best way of breaking them. But you look at our average rating so far, it's not been a good performance really from anyone. Hopefully we can look to turn this around somewhat in the second half. Actually, I've just noticed as well. I think we're forcing them out to defend a little bit narrower. Let's try and defend a little bit wider. Actually, I think as well, because they are causing us problems down the wide areas. As we're an hour in, and I'm not seeing anything. I'm going to have to make changes. Joaquin Correa then, I think, is going to come on, and we'll bring on Edin Dzeko for Lazzaro Martinez, swap him and Belotti around. We're just going to need to try and find something here to try and get more out of this. If that balance isn't even working for us either, I think we're going to go a little bit more attacking. Could be about to suffer only our second defeat of the season, and after taking that gap over Juventus, to have it shrunk almost immediately at the hands of our rivals is not really good enough. As the Fries now picks up a knock, that's, oh, for Christ's sake. It's been a highlightless second half. I don't really know what more we can do, to be honest. We keep Milan have gone to a 4-4-2. They've just absolutely nullified us. As they've got a free kick now. Ibra standing over it. I mean, if they score now, it's pretty much game over. You have to feel at this point. As it's taking his time, Ibra. He's gone short to Florenzi. Looks for Kessie. He's in space. And he's found the back of the net. I mean, the linesman's got his flag up. I don't know whether VAR is going to allow us to stand. He looked up just on first viewing. I thought he was onside personally, but no, VAR's disallowed the goal. Okay, so there's still a chance for us then. Okay, with that in mind, I've got one more sub left. I think we're just going to have to do the sensible thing here. I'm not even going to make the sub actually. I think what we'll do is Satriano's okay, but he's not really a player I want in this particular scenario. We'll go 3 up top. We'll have Dzeko in between Correa and Belotti, and just maybe run it like that. We'll get these guys on complete wing back attack as well. Actually, no, not even. Let's get them forward. Wide midfielders on attack. We are gonna go for this now. There's a corner here for Milan. I mean, unless we can break from it, Skriniar heads clear. I mean, Correa's on it now, and there is a counter attack on with a few minutes to go. Correa, if he can just beat his man, goes to Dumfries. Give it back to him if you can, Dumfries. He's sort of been crowded out a little bit. We're going to have to go long here. Like I said, we've got the players to do so. Vidal looking for Belotti, who's in space. He's got to take in the shot. He's found the top corner. The referee's raised his flag. It's not going to count. He's offside. We didn't go to VAR. I can't believe it, viewers. I thought we'd snatched a point at the death, but it didn't even go to VAR there. There was a great finish from Belotti. But I guess he was just offside. I mean, let's do some investigations ourselves. Oh, I don't know. Maybe 2D might be the way. No, he's okay. We've had to go to 2D to get conclusive proof. But yeah, I think you can see here, look at their defensive line. Belotti is just slightly ahead of Tomori. And obviously slightly ahead of Calabria. If he just held his run. I mean, Correa was there as the option as well. But that is disappointing. So our 2 defeats this season have come away at Juventus and away at AC Milan. And the disappointing thing is we just didn't really turn up in this one. We had a decent start to the first half, but since then, Milan just were in complete control and we didn't really have an answer for it. It's our first defeat in the league since the 19th of September. I mean, it's an unbelievable run, to be fair, to go that long without defeat. But yeah, it's the fact it's Milan and the team that have done it to us. Hopefully this isn't the start of like a horrendous, terrible run of form. I guess we'll have to find out in the next episode, but let's see how Juventus get on against Bologna then. Wow, okay, Juventus, despite Bologna playing, what, the majority of the game, at least like 70 minutes with the game with 10 men, Juventus drew 0-0. So as it stands, we've got a bit lucky there then. So as it stands, it's not a 12-point lead anymore, but it's 11 points, which I still think we're about 14 games remaining this season. That is still a pretty comfortable lead to have. But I think, like I said, we are going to leave it there for today then, and we'll be back. I think we'll do Fiorentina-Sevilla in March, I think, as the next episode, and obviously, hopefully a good enough. I mean, we're away in the first leg. Hopefully, we can get a good enough result in the first leg to get us through, and give us a better chance of qualifying when it comes to the home leg. But obviously, away goals aren't a thing this year in the Champions League, so we've got to bear that in mind. Doesn't really matter if we score more goals because away goals aren't really a thing. But as always, ladies and gents, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed today's episode. And once again, if you are enjoying the series, please subscribe to the channel. We are gaining in on 200 subscribers, which would be huge. And also leave a like on the video as well. Lets me know that you are enjoying the series. And remember, once this season is wrapped up, that'll be the end of the series, and we'll be starting a new challenge on the channel, which I think you guys will enjoy. I'll reveal more in the next coming weeks. But yeah, stay tuned for next episode, Life After Lukaku, and don't forget to drop into a stream when you can as well. And yeah, Forza Inter. I can't believe we've lost to Milan. That is soul crushing. I mean, two defeats in 24. It's not bad, is it?